About this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues.
Why build it?
We'd advanced the technology behind synths to a point where a new angle, if you will. Modeling it after myself seemed only natural. I'll make sure it's brought back online, but I'll admit I'm curious. Do you think you could love him?
I don't need a synth. I found the real...
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help.
Sean?
I couldn't be more proud of what we've achieved.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary...
Excuse me, Doctor.
I don't know.
They weren't kidding.
Most of them
They
have
really
lasted
are
long
here.
past their
Well,
projected
all right.
lifespans.
I'm Allie.
If you ask me,
Allie Fillmore.
they were built
You can
pretty
think
well.
of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that
I just wanted to find my son.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great... Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the... As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air, and the work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in.
Right.
If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division...
Uh-huh. It must be a challenge to meet the power.
Absolutely. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that, when necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular... I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hi.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
No visible. It's an honor to have you here, ma'am. We'll start the next trial. You know the dosage will search large.
Authorized personnel only.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
I'm seriously thinking of paying the robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
You smell like you've been above
On
ground.
the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other
Hi, Doc.
departments.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to...
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machine. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are... But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about this.
Fine. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage.
At full capacity.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division.
Taking your new appointment. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like... I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those...
All systems nominal.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father...
I wonder how the Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must
Clayton
be close to
Holden,
10 years old.
head of the Bioscience Division.
Remarkable.
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of... Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem like... The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospect, I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether...
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but...
Great. I was hoping... In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care then.
Director Holdren seems very taken.
Yes. Nice.
Scanners detecting sentient life.
Sweet.
Resetting threat level. Negative sensor read.
That's it. Got it. Nice.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken.
Please resist any urge.
There is a God.
Specimens of
May he have mercy on us all.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
Good to see you.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware,
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creation. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a Courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that.
we'll bring that synth home.
Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost.
Right?
Good evening.
Hey.
This better be worth it.
Always getting myself into trouble.
I need to ask you something.
What's in your mind?
That was all.
Sure.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Genius, you're taking rides. Let's move out.
Virgil.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see.
There's a smell I'm never gonna forget.
Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works.
Protect and serve.
Go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Whoa. You hear that? Must be getting jumpy. Something's ghosting us.